Welcome to my off-grid adventures. I'm Frank, and it is another beautiful day here in Michigan, though it is bitter cold in the upper 20s today, and it is Black Friday of 2023. Since it's so cold, this is a good day to show you a one-year review of our Solo Stove and the accessories that we purchased with it. It's a good day because it is cold and I need the warmth, but also it's a good opportunity to give you that full one-year review. We do love it, but I want to explain the items that we felt were necessary in order to use it. At least in our use case scenario, we needed to purchase more than what the base unit was. But we have owned this for a year. We've used it a lot. We love it. We've had a lot of great times and memories around it. All right, here are some of the extra items that we purchased along with this. First on the table here, you see some fire starters as well as some color packs. Those aren't necessary, but they are a lot of fun. I'm glad we got those. And then this set of tools for it, which we did find to be absolutely necessary. The things that we use for a typical fire just don't work in this because you've got to reach down in it and keep your distance a bit from it. The cover was also vital for us. And then once I remove the cover, you will see that there's a stand on the bottom, and then there's also a lid for the top, both of which were necessary for our use. All right, this cover we find just to be necessary in order to keep the Solo Stove protected, and since it is such a expensive unit, it feels like that's an important and essential thing. The lid here is necessary to put out the fire, because you can't put water in this or sand. So if you aren't able to just let it burn its course all the way through to ash, then you're going to need one of these lids to safely extinguish the fire before you leave the site. The other necessary thing was this base. As you can see, that doesn't come with it unless you get it in a package deal. And without it, we had a hard time achieving secondary burn with this. So since that's such an important feature, that was something that we needed. Now, depending on what you use to elevate or to put your Solo Stove on, you may or may not require that, but for us, we did. We needed it. I want to show you the amount of wear on the top section here. You can see quite a patina. That's what you get after a few uses, or certainly a year's worth of use. You just have to accept that and find it part of the aging process. All right, what you see here is the ash from at least 10 fires. That was something we learned quite late on. We used to empty the ash after every use, and we found it isn't really necessary. And since it can be quite a bit of a dirty mess, we just do it about every 10 or 15 times. But that was a surprise to us. The first one of these that we purchased, we didn't realize didn't have the removable ash pan. And we used it for a couple of weeks and found that lifting this big thing and dumping it out was just too much, too heavy, too awkward, too difficult to do. So we returned it. Thankfully, Costco accepted that back, and then we ordered this one directly from Solo Stove. So thankfully, Costco accepted the return, and we were able to order it, the one with the ash pan, which is the Yukon 2.0, and we've loved it since. So really glad we did exchange it or return it so that we could get the other. Wouldn't have been happy with it if we had to do the lifting and dumping that required before. Just to show you what is in here after this much use. I mean, there's ash in there, but nothing overwhelming. So I'll dump that in just a moment, and then I will show you how we get a fire started in this. I want to also demonstrate what happens after you remove what I just cleared off. I wanted to make sure you knew that this is the removable ash pan. So it's easy to get almost the entire amount of ash out without getting too dirty. Okay, let's put some of or just one of these Solo Stove starters in here. Solo Stove actually, in one of their blogs, recommends using lint from your clothes dryer, and I have been using that and it works well. But I'm also going to add some of the crowns that we used yesterday from the Christmas crackers that we used in celebrating Thanksgiving. some tinder to this. Thought you might also want to see this lid on the inside. Also gets pretty charred. Top gets a little bit of patina as well, but it does a really good job. The bend that is in these grabbers is really important to be able to get in without getting your head above this, because the heat gets really hot once this is going. So if you needed to move anything around, and you will, this is an essential tool to get. We don't really use the other one, the poker thing. I don't even know what it really is for, but we do use this every time. And never claimed to be the best fire starter. Just doing a demonstration of this Solo stove. Don't judge. Alright, now I'd like to show you what the color packs look like. You just take one of the 10 out of the package. You don't need to open that pack. You just toss it directly into the fire, and it adds an extra element to what's already a mesmerizing fire to begin with. As you can see here, there's blue and green color that's added, and it lasts quite a surprising long time. Now that we're inside and it's quite a bit warmer, I want to take just a minute to walk through the pricing for everything that I showed you today. I'll give you the regular price if you purchase it from Solo Stove, and the sale price if you buy it on the Black Friday and possibly the Cyber Week sale as well. And I'll just go through the things that I own. If you purchased the Solo Stove alone with nothing else with it, it's $4.99, but on sale it's $3.99. But if you purchase the Essential Bundle, that comes with the lid and with the base. So the rest of the pricing is going to be based on the Essential Bundle, which is $6.99 regular and $5.49 on sale, for a savings of $150. The fabric canvas cover, called a shelter, is $49.99 regular price, on sale for just $44.99, just $5 off. The tools that we showed you earlier are $69.99 and are only $5 off at $64.99 right now. The fire starters are regular price $11.99, and they're not on sale at all. The color pack, which includes 10 of those color packs, is regular of $29.99, which I wouldn't pay. That's just too much, but they do go on sale often. And right now they're $19.99, so those are $10 off. For everything that I showed you today, using the Essential Bundle, the regular price would be $8.61, the sale price would be $6.91, and that is before tax, and if you incur any shipping costs, though I don't believe they charge for shipping. Let me double check that right now. So Solo Stove does give free shipping for orders over $99, so this would be free shipping, so it would just be a matter of your sales tax, and that would be $6.91 plus your sales tax. Again, we love this. Everyone that we know who has one of these loves it. It truly is mesmerizing. That word that I heard so many times in YouTube reviews before I purchased my Solo Stove is the right word for it. You can sit there and stare at it, and although all fires are beautiful, this one is different. And it's just beautiful to watch. It's fun to sit around with friends and family. It's still great for making marshmallows. It's not as easy to cook anything really over it, but for marshmallows, it's fine. And we just have a great time with it. I'm very glad that we have it, and I highly recommend it, as long as you're aware of the cost, and as long as you factor in the things you're going to really need to use this safely and to be able to enjoy it for a long time. Thank you for watching.